This is a real fun biplane. It's a little more involved than some of the others, but it comes off really cool. I've got quite a few balloons going here. I've got a clear 160 and I've blown up about 5 inches of it. That's all we're gonna need. I've got a black 160. I've blown up a little more than half of it. I've got two caramel 160s, each with about 4.5 or so inches uninflated on the ends of those. I've got three yellow 160s. One of them has got about a 6 or 7 inch tail on the end of it. The other two have about 3 to 4, probably closer to 4 inches uninflated on the ends of them. And then I've got a yellow 260 that I've blown up with about 7 or 8 inches uninflated on the end of it. Now we're going to start with one of our caramel 160s here. What we want to do is I'm going to twist off about a 3-finger bubble and another 3-finger bubble because I want that to be soft. And then I'm going to break that little piece off that I just made, so I need to make 2 bubbles for my tying points. Trim it there. I want to keep this inflated because I've got more to make out of it. So tie that off. Oops, if I can tie that one off there. There we go. Trim that up. So there's one piece. Now I need to make another piece just like that one. So 3-finger bubble, another 3-finger bubble. And then again, keeping that inflated because we're going to use more of that. So tie that off. Set that down for a moment and tie this off. What I'm making here is a basic propeller. We trim those ends up just a little bit. Now I'm going to take and divide that one back in half. Grab the other one, divide it in half as well. And there's my basic propeller, just a little X basically. We're going to set that aside. We don't need that just yet. Now what we're going to make is a couple of landing gear. So I'm going to make about a 1.5 finger bubble. Another bubble the same size. Then lock those two together. Just like that. And I'm going to make 2 small pinch twists. There's one. There's another. Just like that. And we're going to make about a 4-finger bubble, followed by another bubble the same size, 2 more pinch twists. Just like that, and then the 2 little small 1.5 finger bubbles. And we're going to twist that together. And we're going to remove this excess here. And again, I'm going to keep that inflated. I've got one more piece to make out of that. Let me secure this end here. That's going to be the struts for our front landing gear. If you've seen the other airplane that uses these, you can see how that is. Now I'm going to make, for the rear, we only need one. I'll make about a finger bubble, another about a finger bubble. I want these slightly smaller. Lock those together and then 2 pinch twists. Again, just like we did before. But there's only one wheel in the back, so I'm going to make, I'm going to make this a little shorter one to lean back. So about a 2-finger bubble, and then I'm going to remove the excess, tie that off. So that's our rear landing gear. Let's go ahead and complete them. So we're going to take our black 160. Now I'm going to twist that in around the 2 bubbles there, end of those pinch twists, and then just wrap it around so it comes back to the pinch twist, wrapping it around those 2 bubbles on the end there. And we're going to pop that off, but keep that inflated because we have to make 2 more wheels, so we'll need this black. Of course, if you have some black straps, you can also use them as well. There's our rear landing wheel, our landing gear. Then we're going to take our piece for our front ones and do the same thing on both ends. Just twist into the pinch twist and wrap around the 2 bubbles there. Go around it just like that. Now we're going to pop this off and again keep it inflated. We have one more wheel. So tie that off. Secure this in. So there's one wheel. And then we just have to make the wheel on the other side there. So again, twist into the 2 pinch twists there. Wrap it around the 2 bubbles on the end. Twist it back into the 2 pinch twists. There we go. And now we can pop off and discard the remainder of the black. We don't need it anymore. And that's going to be our front landing gear here in a moment. Now we're going to go ahead and take our other caramel 116. We're going to make our struts for our wings. It's going to look a little weird making these at first, but they'll all make sense in a minute, so don't worry if you don't understand what I'm doing right now. We're going to start by making about a finger wide bubble, and I'm going to make a little pinch twist here, and I'm going to make another finger wide bubble. Oops, so I can hang on to that, followed by another pinch twist. Then I'm going to come up and make about a 2 finger bubble. I'm going to make, there we go, a pinch twist there. And then I'm going to split this pinch twist. You could do 2 pinch twists there, but I find it's easier if you split it because it sits a little prettier. So I'm going to take and wrap that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around the top and the middle of the bubble, and it'll divide it into 2. Just like that. Give me a nice little split pinch twist. Then I need another bubble the same size as that one, so a 2 finger bubble. Another pinch twist. One of those little 1 finger bubbles. Another pinch twist. Another 1 finger bubble. Another pinch twist. I know these are a little tricky. Looking kind of weird. I need another bubble the same size as that one there, and I'm going to twist into that split pinch twist. So a 2 finger bubble, split into that pinch twist. I'm making a miniature, sort of an X there. Another 2 finger bubble, 1 more pinch twist. And then I'm going to twist this bottom end I have where I started into that pinch twist there. And then I'm going to remove this, keep it inflated because I need to make another one of those. So hang on to that for a minute. Oops. There we go. And we're going to come back and secure this end so it doesn't come undone. And then we can set that aside. This is going to be one of our struts for our wings. It's going to separate the top and the bottom wing. And then we need to repeat that whole thing we just did. So a little 1 finger bubble, followed by a pinch twist, another 1 finger bubble, another pinch twist. I think this is not small. 2 finger bubble, pinch twist that we're going to split. Wrap it over that, around. Another 2 finger bubble, pinch twist, 1 finger bubble, pinch twist, another 1 finger bubble, another pinch twist. Now we're going to do our 2 finger bubble back into that split pinch twist in the middle. Just like that. And then another 2 finger bubble, another pinch twist. And we're going to remove this excess, we don't need it. And again, twist that end into that pinch twist there. And we're going to secure this into the other one. Trim that excess off. So there's our other wing support or strut. And we're going to set that aside. Making all these little pieces, and it'll all make sense in a minute, or at least I hope so. Now we're going to grab our yellow 260. We're going to start by making a tulip twist on the end, so just push the knot in, about a knuckle and a half or 2. Pull your finger out and twist it off, and then grab our propeller that we made earlier, and twist that onto that pinch twist to give us a propeller on the front, just like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back and you're going to make about a 2 finger bubble, followed by, I want this to be a small pinch twist. And again, I'm going to go ahead and split this one because it just sits a little better when you do that. And in a minute you'll see why. Okay, then we're going to make another little small, you want this bubble here about roughly the size of the little spacer bubbles that you made in our 160. So it should be about the diameter of a 160 or slightly smaller. We're going to make another bubble there. And again, a pinch twist. Split that pinch twist like that. And then one more of those little spacer bubbles. And one more split pinch twist. Just like that. I'm going to bring that around. There we go. Get that all locked in. So basically, we've got our tulip twist with our propeller attached, a 2-finger bubble, a split pinch twist, a little bitty small bubble, another split pinch twist, another small bubble, another split pinch twist, and then we're going to make about a 5-inch bubble. And we're going to remove the rest of this. We don't need it anymore. So discard the excess 260. Tie off the end of that. Okay, now that we've got our body there, we're going to set that aside for just a moment here. We're going to grab one of our yellow 160s and one of our strut pieces. What you're going to do is you're going to start by making about a 3-finger bubble, and then you're going to grab one of your struts here, and you'll notice you've got your X in the middle. On either end you've got the 3 pinch twists. What you want to do is twist that into the middle pinch twist on one of the ends, just like that. I'm going to make another 3-finger bubble. Then you're going to grab your body, and we're going to twist this into that middle pinch twist right there. Just like that. Then we're going to need another 3-finger bubble. Then you're going to grab your other strut, and again you're going to twist it into the middle pinch twist on one of the ends. Just like that. Looking pretty weird so far, kind of like a deranged reindeer or something, I'm not sure. It'll all make sense in a minute, I promise. Then you're going to make another 3-finger bubble, followed by a little small bubble that you're going to make into a pinch twist. Then we need a little spacer bubble, another pinch twist, and we're going to get another 3-finger bubble and come back to one of the other pinch twists on the same side that we were working with. We're making the bottom wing, so we'll put that in there. Another 3-finger bubble, back to this back pinch twist on our body if you're working the back. Another 3-finger bubble, and then to the other pinch twist corresponding on our other strut. Another 3-finger bubble, another pinch twist, another little spacer bubble, followed by a pinch twist. And we're going to take the end of this and twist it into that pinch twist we just made. Then we need one more little spacer bubble, followed by a little pinch twist, a 3-finger bubble. Then we're going to come back up to the other pinch twist in our strut, just like that. Another 3-finger bubble into the body. Straighten that up so it'll sit better. And then we've run out of that 160, obviously. Hopefully you can start to see this taking shape. So I'm going to take my other long 160, and I'm going to tie this onto the end of that one so that I can pick up where I left off. That part is I was very nearly done with that one, but that's okay. Well, we have some extra here. So we're going to take and twist that into the other pinch twist on the bottom of our strut. One more 3-finger bubble, pinch twist, one more little spacer bubble, and then back to where we started on this end here. And one wing is complete. Now we're going to take and pop this excess off, but you want to keep it inflated because we obviously have another wing to make. So set that aside for the moment. Secure that in there. And there's one wing. Just like that. Now we're going to take and make our second wing. So again, we're going to take what we had left of that 160. And again, we're going to start with a 3-finger bubble. And then we're going to start on our struts on the top and twist into the middle. Middle pinch twist there. Now coming across, we don't need the middle because we're not twisting into our body. So what you want to do is get a bubble that's going to cause those two struts to stand up parallel to each other. And then twist into that other pinch twist on the middle of the strut on the other side. Just like that. Now we need another 3-finger bubble. A little spacer bubble. A pinch twist, excuse me. Now our little spacer bubble, followed by another pinch twist, another 3-finger bubble, and then back to this other pinch twist on the top of that strut. And again, we're just going to jump all the way across, and then another longer bubble into the pinch twist on the other side. Another 3-finger bubble, followed by a pinch twist, another spacer bubble, another pinch twist. Then we're going to take that end where we started and twist it into that pinch twist there. Now we need another spacer bubble there, another pinch twist, another 3-finger bubble, and it looks like we are about to run out. We could possibly get it across though and see where it goes. But we may not have enough to secure it if I do that. No, it'll reach across, but I'm not going to be able to attach the other end and have room, so I'm going to let the air out of the end of this. Back that out. Take my remaining yellow 160, tie that into the end of it there. Now we're going to attach those. I'm going to twist into that pinch twist where we just undid that. We need our long bubble coming across into the other pinch twist on the other strut. Another 3-finger bubble, another pinch twist, one more little spacer bubble, and then twist back into this pinch twist on the other end here. There we go. Now I'm going to remove this excess, but again I want to keep that inflated because we have to make a tail for our airplane. Remove that, tie it off, and set it aside for a moment. Secure this in. Trim off any excess you may have there. Straighten it up. Now you can see we've got our wings for our biplane. And you can see I didn't get my spacers exactly even, so my wings are not sitting as pretty as they should, but you see the concept there. Now while I'm paused here for a moment, we're going to go ahead and take our front landing gear, divide that back into 2 equal bubbles, and I'm going to come back up into this middle one here. And I'm going to wrap those around the bottom of that split pinch twist we've got there. Turn them. They're going to kind of stick out to the side, so give them a little bit of shape there. So there's our front landing gear. Now let's go ahead and make our tail. What we're going to do is we're going to start by making 2 pinch twists on the end of this. And we're going to make about 2.5-finger bubble, followed by a pinch twist. And about a 3-finger bubble, followed by a really small bubble, and then about a 2.5 or so, because you want to get that to come back up there, like that. That's our vertical stabilizer. Now for our horizontal stabilizers, they're really easy. They're just gonna make a triangle. So what I'm gonna go out, picture a line. Let me turn it over so you can see it better on the back side. If you angle that down where it would go straight across to there, and then just finish that triangle by making it just like that. And then we're going to make another one on the other side the same size. There we go. We're going to pop this excess off. Screw that in so you can see from the bottom and the side. That's our tail. We're going to go ahead and grab our airplane and twist the end of that 2/16 into those 2 pinch twists on our tail. Position them where it'll sit up like that. But you want the 2 pinch twists on the sides, because now we're going to take our tail landing gear and twist it right up into there. Put it around and kind of secure it. Position that out the back. Sit up a little straighter. So now it can sit like that. And then we're going to take our final piece here. We've got our clear 160. I'm going to give it just a little windshield across there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into that front pair of pinch twists on our body. Just that in there. And it's going to wrap it, make a fold twist, and twist it back in, and then pop this excess off. Then I'm going to take that fold twist and kind of push it back up over that front half of that pinch twist there to give us a little windshield. Let's straighten that up. Let's get everything all set pretty. And there you have a little biplane.